Coach McCurry from Baseball by the Art. Thanks for stopping by today. Today's video tip is again for pitchers, and it involves going from the windup with a runner on third base. Now, some coaches refuse to allow their pitchers to go from the windup if there's a runner on third base if there are less than 2 outs, because they are afraid of a guy trying to steal home on the windup. If it takes the pitcher too long to go through his mechanics, there will also be a better chance in some people's minds of executing a suicide squeeze because the runner has an earlier chance to take off. I don't really care so much about that. For me, if there's a runner on third base, I want a pitcher to be at his best. And some pitchers are good, bad, right, or wrong, better from the windup than they are the stretch. So I usually give the option to the pitcher. If he's more comfortable going from the windup, then that's fine. But there's one thing that every pitcher must do anytime they're going from the windup, regardless of how many outs there are, and there's a runner at third base. And that is to look at the runner before you start your motion. Because once you start your motion, you can't stop. And so if you notice the runner taking off after you've started your motion, it's too late. You want to try to recognize that before. So a pitcher goes from the windup, he's getting set. The runner can be dancing off third base, whatever he wants to do. I'm looking at the sign. Before I move a muscle in terms of stepping back and doing my footwork, I stop and I look at the runner at third base. And I don't move until I'm comfortable with where he is. If I think he's too far down the line, then I never make the pitch and I step off with my right foot if I'm right-handed. If he's dancing around, if I see anything unusual, I don't pitch and I step off and I regroup, okay? But once I start my motion, if I step back and look at the guy at third base, it's too late. I can't stop. And so the tip for today is, if you're going to go from the windup with a runner on third base, you have to stop him. You have to look at him before you start your motion. It's as simple as looking at the sign, getting the sign, looking at the runner. If you like what you see, then you can start your motion. If you don't like what you see, step off and start again. So that's my basic tip. It's amazing how many pitchers will screw that up, but that's a very important part of pitching with a runner at third base. All right, folks, that's going to do it for today. Thanks for stopping by. This is Coach McCurry signing off. Have a great day, everybody.